Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft Season 7 with me, FalseSymmetry, and today I have something very epic to show you. So I did a bit of a time-lapse yesterday in a live stream of placing the water in, and it has all been complete, or at least mostly complete on the first level. We're actually going to have to do level 2 and 3 today, although I might wait till after I've recorded this episode. Anyway, here is how it's looking. This is what I had envisioned from the very beginning. As soon as I wanted bedrock, I wanted water as well. Now, we aren't quite finished. Of course, I said we need level 2 and 3 because if I land in this, it is only 1 block tall. Although, there we go. Yeah, so I can stand in it. I can wade through it, but that's not what I want. I want it to be, I think, 3 layers total deep. I am also planning on, which I haven't done yet, because I think the inside of here is still completely blocked off. I do plan on bringing the water inside here as well. It's very dark in here, though, and having all of this bottom layer water. And I don't really know exactly what I'm doing with this yet. A lot of people have mentioned in the comments about these areas. I'm thinking that we want this to be sort of the higher up area. So this is where, you know, the general population of CyberPunk City, as I keep calling it, live. And then this I want to be, it's going to be a mix, because like I said last episode, I want buildings on the side, which by the way, if you haven't seen last episode, massive spoilers here, go watch it. But for the most part, I feel like this is almost like the big grand like area that perhaps the king or queen of the area could live, or, you know, the government, or I don't know, someone very high up in the society that we are creating, I guess, right? I don't know how these quite work with it. I guess these are sort of the farms. That's why I built them outside of the walls and not in the walls, although we do have 4 mini ones in these little cylinders here. But I guess that is, you know, perhaps the stuff that the grand being that lives in here requires directly to their throne, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in here, but I have definitely started thinking a little bit more about the lore of the area, as have you guys. So excited to always hear a little bit about that. Yeah, today's plan is to finish off these 2 buildings here, because as you can see, they are totally not finished. They are going to be still quite plain in that, you know, we're not going to be adding too much texture to them. But as you can see, this one hardly has any walls. Well, none at all, really. And then this one's only really got some open areas for windows. So we need to get a lot more of this done today, which I'm thoroughly excited about. So I'm going to go get some resources ready, get some red sandstone for these areas, and I guess we'll get building. 4 more shulk boxes for the collection over at this build, and we're ready to go. I have gathered up a whole bunch of sandstone, red sandstone specifically. I've got some concrete going, and we should be pretty good to do the majority of this, if not all of it right now, with what we have. I'm going to lay these out, I think, here. I've tried lighting up the area as best I can, but I've got a feeling, I mean, we're going to have issues with slime. That's for certain. Although, actually, I think that this platform isn't slime chunk. I think that one is, and I think this one is as well. They're the 2 that they seem to spawn on. So I need to be careful of those. But this one, I think we're pretty safe. You know what? I think the main thing I'm going to do is actually just place all these blocks in here. So I guess we could do a mini time-lapse, then bring you guys back again. And yeah, that's quite a lot of blocks to place. So you know what? Great idea, False. Time-lapse it is. As you probably noticed there, I ran out of red sandstone pretty quickly, so I've just come back from the mesa and yeah, got a little bit more. Most of this is sand, but some of it is red sandstone as well. But yeah, I thought I'd come over here to the Great Hermit Roading Building Competition, because as you will probably already know, the shopping district has been plotted out some roads. There's blue roads, there's red roads, there's yellow roads, there's purple roads, there's cyan roads, there's pink roads. In fact, how many roads are there? Because I think there's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors. And I think, if I am correct, there are only 4 of these. Maybe Scar's doing the rest. I don't actually know, but there seems to be only red, pink, blue, and yellow. As we can see, Cup and Azuma have claimed the pink one, which I think is over there somewhere. Anyway, as you guys probably will have guessed, this is Scar's mare sort of thing he's doing, and you probably would have also guessed that the yellow is the road I want to do, so I'm going to be renaming this to me, but also it's meant to be a bit of more of a team game. So I have messaged Cleo, and if she can be around at the right time, I think Cleo's going to be helping me out with some of her fancy armor stand stuff. So if that happens, that's very exciting. If not, I will work with someone else. I'll get someone else on board to work with the roads. But I need to definitely come up with a design, which, in fact, you guys could kind of help with. So this is, of course, where the roads are. And I think it's pretty obvious why I wanted to claim yellow. That is because it basically goes through the area I have been working on, which, by the way, I think I fell off that cliff. I was trying to get myself into fly mode, but that didn't work. Big derp. But yeah, as you can see, my plan was to basically do this area anyway, so it seems silly for me not to take the roads, right? But it does mean that we're going to have to work with this terrain. Now, having spoken a little bit with Scar, he mentioned that we can totally do, like, organic roads, and I think that would be great, but I don't know how to do organic roads that look good in, like, this nethery theme that we have going on. I don't really want the roads to match these buildings as such, but I think if I brought in, like, blackstone and basalt, it would go with the other roads well, but it wouldn't go with this area well. So I don't know if you guys have got any suggestions of block palettes, of ways to build roads. You can, of course, send me screenshots on Twitter at FalseSymmetry. But man, I don't really know what to do with the block palette. So I'm going to definitely work on that between this episode and next. And hope, fingers crossed, that Cleo is around to help us, because it could be a very, very fun project. Right, time to add some detail to this thing. Oh, and also, before I even add detail, I need to finish off this, don't I? Oh, and the back of it. Yeah, last episode I mentioned making this into sort of, this section into sort of tank. I think that might work still. But yeah, I should probably finish those bits off before I even start on the front. My bad, I forgot about this part. Yeah, I totally forgot about it. So the basics are in. From down here, it's not looking great, if I'm honest. Let's have a quick fly back. Okay, that's better. Yeah. I think seeing it more at like a decent level is better. So yeah, this one here that I'm standing on now, I've not really done much else with. It was sort of already complete, but it doesn't have any orange in it. And I feel like if we like the orange in this build, we should definitely add some to this, maybe. Or we can make some builds have orange and the rest just be completely grayscale. Could be an interesting thing to think of in the future. But yeah, this is why I wanted the sandstone. It adds that little bit of texture. I mean, the texture isn't great close up. It's very repetitive and very sort of, I don't know, my eyes aren't very happy with it. But, you know, it's there. But I think what we can do is totally break up that kind of thing with some stairs, with some windows. I've got some glass in here. I've even got slabs where I think I'm gonna grab some white glass, and I think I'm gonna make some like areas for fake advertisements. I think is in theory what I want to do, but I don't know if we want to like add them later on, perhaps when we've got like the whole thing done. I'm not certain. But yeah, red stairs and black stone stairs for the grey concrete to make sort of dents and shapes. I do think right here, though, I want to add some windows. So I think, let me spend a bit of time sort of chopping out some areas, filling in some extra areas that I must have missed, and figuring out where, like, glass is going, I think, in there. I think glass is going to go in these windows here. And yeah, we'll just mix it up with some stairs to add texture and some glass to add sort of areas for where we can put the lighting inside and make it all glow like we want it to, because that's the whole point of this place. Also, while I'm at it, I've just come up with the idea of what to do here. Is that a pillar? It is. Cool. So if we did that, will 3 fit? I think so. I think this is 7 wide. Perfect. Oh, yes. So if I get rid of those blocks underneath there, it'll be a proper archway. Yeah. So that's the plan. I want to add a few of these, I think, if I can. Oh, there's even... Oh, yeah, look, you can see I've missed some. Oh, yeah, of course I'm missing glass because I didn't do the glass in there. Because I was saving myself some glass by not doing it underneath these, and then I decided that I want to do something underneath them, some of them. But anyway, I think I'm going to add some detail. I'm going to add some stripes there. Ow. With the black sandstone stairs. Or no, not black sandstone, black stone stairs. I'm going to add maybe some lines in here. Or some lines in here with, or maybe, you know what, maybe there to there with the red sandstone stairs and just add a bit of texture for a bit and then bring you guys back because otherwise you're just watching me place stairs in weird places, which doesn't sound all that exciting. I got in here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at my health. Okay. Oh my goodness. I accidentally flowed into there. And let me tell you, because of the water flow, there's about 10 different slimes in there, all trying to attack me. I just wanted to pick up some dark prismarine blocks. Are they all still in there? Did they despawn? Oh no, they're all just gone over there. Okay. Please just stay away from me just for a second. Let me just pick up some of these. Oh no. Okay, no, we're fine. It's okay. Just need to fix this wall and move over this thing that I just built. I've already decided that I don't want it in that area. I want it completely opposite this canal. Because otherwise, it just doesn't make sense having it there. So now that the buildings are looking pretty good, I've added the texture, added the glass. Sometimes it's looking a little bit like there's no glass, like here when there's like dark grey glass. But I don't know. You know what? I was actually thinking maybe I should bring in some cyan glass. But the more and more that I'm building this, I'm thinking... I don't actually want cyan in it for some reason. I don't know why. I kind of like the grayscale. I like bringing the orange in. And then I think just when we attach some of these buildings to this like sort of cyan style buildings, maybe that'll work. And actually keeping it color coordinated might be very, very good because if we want to bring more pathways into this place, we can have pathways that are cyan colored, or there's a sign perhaps that's cyan only that lead people into these buildings, and orange perhaps that lead people down towards these. Something like that, maybe, just sort of signifying with color the different style and sort of grandeur, maybe, of the buildings, perhaps. These are sort of much more sort of common, just everyday people buildings, and that is, of course, like I mentioned earlier, this episode, sort of the higher up building. That does, however, make me feel like the farms would then be orange, but I'm not going to be changing them at this point. So yeah. Anyway, I guess next up is sort of adding staircases and floors and things. But yeah, I think going to leave the interiors for something way later, when perhaps we've got a lot more buildings to figure out. Because then we can make all the interiors very, very similar and pretty basic, I reckon they're going to be. I have, however, been thinking about how on earth I connect this upwards, and I've done a little bit of digging over here. So I was thinking, right, this is the way in and out of this area, or at least one of the ways. We might have one sort of perhaps diagonally like over that end, like all the way over the other side. That's exactly the same as this. And what I'm thinking, what if... I really like the honey block sort of elevators that Cubfan has. What if this way is up and then there's also a down that looks exactly the same here? That could work pretty nicely, right? Would that work? I feel like that would work pretty well. And it'll just be connected to the pathway there, which, as I've shown you before, I'm sure is just a little pathway. But again, these don't have a way up to the surface yet either. So, I'm thinking, with the pathways in there, okay, concept. Pathways in there perhaps continue along, perhaps over to like here. And then there's like a mini tower like these built where this is where you come out onto the surface. That could be nice. That could work, right? I've only just thought of that idea. What a great idea, False. Well done. Okay, I'm glad that I'm coming up with ideas still because, my goodness, I thought I was stumped forever with that. But yeah, no, that's a potential idea, I think. Anyway, so I'm going to actually just build this a whole bunch. I'm going to try and dig it all out and add some dark concrete to the border and see if we can add those elevators. I do only have like an hour or perhaps 2 maximum to work on this. So I'm going to try and get it all done and see how it looks. So messing around with this for a little bit, I'm using the honey block thing like I mentioned. So technically there is a way down inside that as well as a way up. So technically I don't need the way down as such, but I would like to know if the bubble columns like this, how I'm going to show you in a second, if that works with going down as well. Maybe you speedily go down and you won't take full damage. But yeah, let me show you this. So this is the idea. You get really close to this corner here. I'm going to put water in that corner as well, just so you have to get close to the back. But yeah, if you get corner in that corner, you basically get taken all the way up. And then if you want to go down again, technically right corner would work for that, wouldn't it? Like left corner's up, right corner's down. But that's like, if someone came to my base, they wouldn't necessarily know that. It's not very obvious, right? You can't really tell there's water there. But it is nice. But maybe for the way down, maybe we just have that. Maybe we could have like a hay bale at the bottom, just in case someone does fall down. They won't necessarily break their legs. Could be an option. Could be an option. And I'm thinking having this viewable from everywhere, but digging it out was going to take way longer than building it. So I think what I'm going to do is between now and next episode, in fact the live stream tonight, live stream weekend Hermitcraft, I'm probably going to finish this off and have it all in working order, ready for everything else. I was hoping to add some pipes and stuff to this, but again, I could do that. I could do that, and then next episode I'll show you guys, and maybe we'll work on a different project. Take a quick break from this, but I'm loving how it's looking. I hope you guys are too. I hope you guys are as excited as I am for the whole build. Like, I'm really excited to bring it all together. Hopefully excited to start putting buildings on side of buildings, and I don't know, just cleaning this whole place up a little bit as well, and just making it look a bit sort of fresher, because right now it's looking still very much a work in progress. But you know how I build. Like, you know, the whole season my base is a work in progress basically, until the very, very end. But anyway, that is going to be it for today's episode, guys. Leave a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys all in the next episode. See ya!
When Stanley approached the end of the video, he clicked the subscribe button.